President Biden faces a series of crucial tests today as he tries to fend off growing calls to drop out of the presidential race. He says he's not going anywhere despite concerns over his age. Scott McFarland is in Madison, Wisconsin, where the president is expected to rally supporters today. Scott, good morning.
Nancy, good morning. A critical 24 hours for the Biden campaign. He has a network TV interview today. He has this rally in a battleground state here in Madison, Wisconsin, as an increasing number of members of his own party urge him to stand down. After a 4th of July banquet for service members,
you got me, man. I'm not going anywhere.
Followed by a fireworks show, President Biden is struggling to cool the political heat threatening his re-election campaign. On Thursday, Massachusetts Congressman Seth Moulton became the third U.S. House Democrat to publicly urge the president to withdraw.
Now is the time for him to follow in one of our founding fathers, George Washington's footsteps, and step aside to let new leaders rise up and run against Donald Trump.
Meanwhile, other Democrats are urging a decision be made swiftly by the president.
I've got great faith in Joe Biden, who won the nomination to do the right thing at this point.
And that more is required to convince voters.
He needs to get out there on a sustained basis and do things spontaneously. One interview is not going to reassure folks.
On Thursday, the White House staff reversed this statement made earlier in the week.
He hasn't had any kind of medical exam. No.
Acknowledging the president has been seen by a doctor about his cold after the debate. And CBS News has learned the president told Democratic governors in a Wednesday night meeting he needs to curtail events that begin after 8 p.m. and get more sleep, according to meeting participants. And while those in attendance pledged their support,
there was no one that walked out of that and say, "We've got your back, Mr. President." No one.
Democratic voters in key battleground states worry the president's health and the White House response could jeopardize defeating Donald Trump.
I think he's done a good job, but it's time that he stepped down for sure.
They're both old. They both sound old. One sounds unhinged, one just sounds kind of old.
The president's appearance here today comes less than 2 weeks before Donald Trump is in Wisconsin, expected to be nominated at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. As for President Biden, he moves Sunday to an appearance in Pennsylvania. Omar?
A lot to keep an eye on. Scott, thank you.